Hey guys, so I'm coming to you with my review on the Colourpop She palette, which is from the Fem Rosa collection, which is their collaboration with Carucci. I wanted to get this video out as soon as possible because this bad boy has gone out of stock twice, and I know how Colourpop's restocks are, and I know all of that. You know how it be. I know. And I wanted to get this out quickly. So I apologize for actually not having the palette on my eyes. I was going to wait to film this review. I wore it, play with it, you know, made my decisions on it, but this past weekend my eye got irritated, and so I took my contacts out, and I didn't want to wear any eye makeup because I didn't know what it was. It wound up feeling better, but I was still wearing my glasses and things, and so I was like, all right, I'm gonna chill. But if I wait till like next week, or I wait today Sunday, if I waited till tomorrow or whenever to go ahead and put eye makeup on, show you this palette, like, you know what I'm saying, I need to get this out today, because I need to get this out as soon as possible, because I know how it is, and the restocks, and they announce it, and then y'all miss it. So I wanted to give my opinion on it. I apologize for not having it on. I hate that, but give my opinion on it, because time is of the essence with these things. Okay, so let's break this down. This palette retails for $16 on the Colourpop website. I will link it down below. Sold out right now. I will link it down below. They go in and out of stock. And follow Colourpop's Instagram, because they will announce the restocks as well. So anyway, $16 you can get off the Colourpop website. This is part of a collaboration. They had liquid lipsticks, a face palette with highlighter, bronze, contour. I didn't get any of that. I just got the palette. Alright, so this is the second powder eyeshadow palette that I purchased from Colourpop, and this is my second time experiencing their powder eyeshadows. The first time was with the Yes Please palette. I'm going to go ahead and link that review down below because I loved it. Needless to say, I love the formula. I love these shadows. I love it. So let's just talk about this palette. I'm going to focus more on just my personal opinions of the shade selection and all that, like the quality of the Colourpop shadows. You can hear all that in my Yes Please review. Wonderful quality, wonderful pigmentation, wonderful blendability. All of that is great. So let's just talk about my opinions on this palette though. First off, the packaging. This is probably the prettiest eyeshadow packaging I own. Like, wonderful. It has these red and purple roses, the Fem Roses in like this rose gold. The name of the palette is in white text. The name of the palette is actually on the front of this palette, unlike the Yes Please palette. You get the shade names and finishes on the back. Alright, let's go ahead and go into the palette. There is no mirror, but that's not a negative for me. Again, same thing on the inside, and I'm gonna show you the palette. This is what it looks like. You get 12 shades in here. You get 7 metallic shades, 1 satin finish shade, and 4 matte shades, which you can see the 4 mattes down at the bottom. This one here, the second one, is the satin shade. Okay? And that's what you get in the palette. These pans are a little bit smaller than a 26mm pan, a little bit smaller than that. However, I didn't note this in my Yes Please. In the review, the Yes Please palette, the pans are removable. Like, I'm not gonna make a mess. They pop out. They do pop out and can go in a magnetic palette. With this palette, if this is the case, I'm scared because I'm banging pretty hard on the back of it to try to get them out, and they're not coming out. So I don't know if this one's removable or not. If you guys are able to remove these shadows from the palette, let me know. Alright. Whew. Okay. I'm talking really quickly. Yes, so you have 4 matte shades at the bottom. The deepest shade is a plummy eggplant shade. Let me go ahead and do that swatch. I'll swatch these mattes first, and we'll talk and swatch as a family. All right? The deepest shade is that eggplant plum at the top. This palette is really leaning on those rosy tones. Not rose gold. I love rose gold. Not rose gold, rosy tones. Without having like a bright red rose. Without having a true red. In the palette, is focusing on those rosy tones. The metallics are leaning in that family. The most vivid one is this golden copper. I'm going to swatch that now. It's a golden-y copper shade. You also have a couple true taupes in here. Taupe metallics, as well as like a berry metallic shade right there and right there. They're ooh, look at my nail. Look how soft it is. And right there. They are not cream. They're just soft. So let me go ahead and swipe these metallics. So how I feel about it. Honestly, I like the Yes Please better, but it's a personal preference. I'm not a big fan of rosy tones on the eyes. Not saying I don't like them. I just never go for rosy tones on the eyes. Now that I have this palette, I will. But, okay, here are the 7 metallic shades. on my arm. Okay. And I'll swatch that one satin shade as well. I don't know. I just don't reach for like pinks anymore. I do like rose gold. The few looks I did come up with this are very pretty, and I will be recreating them in tutorials once I put my contacts back in. And yeah, it's a satin shade. So I don't see much of a difference in the satin and metallic, by the way. So anyway, the color scheme is there. Does it match like this rosy theme? I think it's very pretty. I don't know, again, with collaborations, like Karuchi could have picked these colors because she likes them. So I'm not judging the color selection because that's just personal preference. Again, I'm more of a warm orangey. I like the warm shades. I just do. These rosy shades are really beautiful. I think they're really cohesive for a complete look. I like the idea of, it reminds me of like romantic, soft date night. You don't have a super harsh dark brown or super harsh black because we're not trying to make a deep, deep smoky eye with this palette. We're making a romantic, nice romantic, that's my word I'm using for it, word of the day. Romantic look. However, with that deep brick blood red and that deep purple, you can definitely smoke out your outer edge, your outer V, smoke your lower lash line, make it look really, really nice. The idea I'm also getting from this palette that you want your eyes to almost shine and sparkle with so many metallics and satin, so many metallic shades in here in that satin shade. With the Colourpop Yes Please palette, it was reversed. You have more mattes than you did metallic shades. So with this one, I definitely think the eyes are meant to shine and pop and be just very, very romantic and pretty like that. I don't have any complaints about it. Again, the quality is there with these Colourpop shadows. I really enjoy the quality of them. They show up, no primers, I mean, I use an eye primer every day, but no bases or anything, no extra cream, nothing. They show up so well by themselves. They blend so well by themselves. I will say this, with the Yes Please palette, the colors were definitely unique enough. Every shade was very different from the other, where if you were blending on your face, on your eyes and blending everything together, you would still understand that there are multiple tones and multiple shades in your eye look. I will say these two here, this shade, which is called Philly, and this shade, which is called Dainty, are very similar to me. There's Philly, right there on the end, and then there's Dainty. They're very similar to me, so... as well as the top row is just very similar to me. The Yes Please kind of set the bar, but again, these can be personal choices of shadows. So again, this one I wouldn't be reaching for as much as the Yes Please. All those shades were just very distinctive and very different. We have a couple here that are just similar where they're just not distinctive enough from each other where it, you know, I'm excited. They're not like two completely different shades. Again, the quality is small, it's compact, it's easy to travel with. If these shades, again, if these shades, like you love all of them, like Candace, this is my kind of party, Candace, this is my cup of tea, get it. Make sure it restocks, so wait at your computer and get it, because it's $16 and that is a wonderful price for 12 eyeshadows where you're definitely going to get a complete look, a beautiful look, a finished look without having to pull any other shades in. You do have a nice crease, again, romantic look, crease, brow highlight, smudging shades, lid shades, halo eye shades. You have it all in this palette. Again, but my personal preference, it's not my favorite color scheme. Although the looks I came up with are very pretty. I will do some tutorials with these palettes again once my eye gets better, but I did want to I wanted to share these videos with you guys because I know how the restocks and everything be. I know how it is. I didn't want to wait too long for my review. So that is what it is. Definitely, if you like this style, if you like these colors, go ahead and get it. Beautiful packaging. Look how pretty that is. Beautiful. That's it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about this palette, go ahead and leave them down below. I love you all, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.